How long do you think it would take you to do a display and change up a whole fixture because the items on the fixture are not selling? Well, I want to show you a little video that I did for a client of mine, and they are the ones that had the shelves there when I got there. All I had to do was apply my principles and talk about them while I was doing it. And the part that I'm making it is speeded up, but it tells you how much time has elapsed and what it took me to do. So I want you to pay attention to that, and also make note that when I'm building this, I am going back and forth to a side table where I have a whole bunch of risers, little acrylic risers. I have a plate stand. So I have a few things like that they brought out there for me because I asked them to. And those are important things that if you're a merchant, you want to have those things on hand because they really make display building a lot easier and a lot faster. So sit back and enjoy this. It's not very long, and you will get a lot of pointers out of it for the next time you want to change up a whole fixture of items that don't seem to be selling and you can't quite figure out why.
Our second example is showing how to fix a display when the items aren't selling. The first thing to remember is that dust and dirt devalues, so make sure that your items are dusted. Also, if the display looks messy, it's not going to be appealing because it's too much visual chaos. If your display looks skimpy because you have too much fixture showing and too much shelf showing and not enough product, then you have a sense that there's no abundance there, that there isn't enough to choose from. The other thing we have is product that's scattered all over the place, things that are unrelated or that are unorganized. You can see if someone is buying this set of glasses, the other set on the other size that they could choose from is not on the same shelf or even close to it. So what we want to do is we want to re-merchandise this onto another fixture and show you how the principles are going to work to make this more appealing, to show more product in less space and increase the sales. What makes this easy to do in less time is paying attention to the fact that the larger items are obviously going to need to be placed first, and then as you go through the display, the smaller items are then tucked in here and there. So the other thing to keep in mind is that when I looked at the first shelf, I categorized everything. I put the Christmas things together in my mind, I put the tableware together in my mind, and I put the appliances together in my mind. I knew that I needed to keep those items all grouped, and I chose to group it vertically rather than horizontally because that allows the large items to be less in reach and easier to see, and the smaller items that need more detail at closer to eye level. And remember, the props go in last. When you're left with one item that doesn't work, we have a saying, if in doubt, leave it out. Take it somewhere and give it its own space.
I look so young there, but I'm so glad I don't have to wear those clothes anymore. Anyway, you know that pot that I'm carrying out at the end? Well, the next video is going to be what to do with dead stock. Or things that absolutely do not sell when you've done everything, and I have some tricks and ideas on what to do with that so you still get a good value out of things that have been around for a while and you want to really see them out and get out of the way so that there's more room for new stuff to come in. So enjoy that video and we'll talk to you soon.